position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry down. This is Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
They'll stay on the ground with Scatterbury. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
Dart going to give to Scatterbury. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Well, he's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a like that, I can click and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They begin the drive with Williams. Oh, spinning away. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. Ooh, the juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. 22 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Cut back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Here's Prescott. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
To throw is Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 4th down, Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Out of the gun, here's Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Nice throw there by the rookie from Ole Miss. And he's got his guys a 1st down.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Giants 1st down.
Hey, check that, street.
They'll give it to Scatterbury. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The toss to Scatterbury, running right. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 3rd and 12. To the air, Dart. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're... throwing it to, or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
We're going to 54. Yeah, here we go. What do you think?
Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. What do you think?
Throwing. Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Looking to throw. Prescott. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to down, but a big play as well.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Prescott yet again. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now he's going to score. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 22. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. To throw now, Dart. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Dart. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
A 40-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. But Charles, you know, so close to halftime there, you throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
To throw, Dart. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun is Dart. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the 1st half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front. pounding on the defense right now with the running game and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now a 2nd and 6. Tracy trying the right side. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 44. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Dart going to look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball, give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to him too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly do.
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, 29 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Throwing his dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They really struggled in the first half, but they've made some adjustments looking better in the second half. But sometimes do we overanalyze? Is it always adjustments, or sometimes is it guys just sticking better to the game plan?
I think the latter, and I love how you brought that up, because we always want to credit, oh, they adjusted here and they made this change there. Sometimes it's just executing what they worked on in practice all week much better. In this case, I think it's a combination. They found a different part of their playbook, and it's working really well for them.
Working extremely well at this point. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
A big play here for Dallas. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there. Get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Throwing, Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Dart. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here's his 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Right back to Tracy. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On the give, it's Tracy. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
A gain of 3 yards. That's another Giants.
On the run is Tracy. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2.
Now it's Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
A loss of 2 yards.
They'll try to throw for it with Dart. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Kenneth Murray. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Well, I haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't like a target that size. I mean, that's a big, tall receiver, and somehow he missed him anyway.
Yeah, tempting to just put it out there for him to go get it, but dangerous throw and not on target. And my goodness, another interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jackson Dart, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a running play here with Lamb. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a toss, left side, it's Blue. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Well, Prescott here to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
18-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Prescott to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brian Burns picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Cowboys field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And
I've been